What? Oh, God.
Why do since
is that an
we
old
all
thing?
last got together, do we look like we're all fighting stage 4 cancer? What's happened? Where the fuck's all our hair gone? We're not all having chemotherapy, by the way.
Just
if you
these,
are wondering.
just these two.
Yeah.
The hair is gone.
Yeah. It's
Officially.
just a midlife crisis.
Should change the name of the pod to 3 Balding Cunts.
Bald eagles.
Yeah, bald eagles, mate. Yeah.
Good one, that.
That's a good one, that, isn't it?
I mean, that means that we've got to carry this thing on.
Yeah.
We can't go for another name change.
I know. And if
No,
one of
another
us,
one.
if one of us says
No
we're back
rebirth.
after another hiatus,
Yeah.
we have fucking more hiatuses than fucking I don't know what.
Busy people got to take big breaks, haven't we?
We have to take big breaks. Yeah. When was the last time we was around? Like 3 months ago now? 2 months ago?
No, last month.
2 months, wasn't it?
Oh,
June.
June.
Yeah, June.
End of
2
June,
months.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we're
So
getting
guys-
bigger and bigger breaks now.
So, guys, welcome back after another hiatus.
What's weird though is when we do sort of take 6-7 weeks out the game and then throw some pods out, they
Views
do
go
like
up, don't they?
thousands of
Yeah,
views.
yeah.
But then when we start putting content out like
Regular.
Yeah.
they do like 400-500 views, and it's weird. The algorithm does us dirty.
Yeah.
I think sometimes like the last ones we did was around the World Cup, wasn't it? It was topical.
Yeah.
It was there. Like a lot of the time, people have got to search deep to find some of our content, haven't they?
Well, this one is also going to be topical because it's fucking football season.
Have you? I know we've had the World Cup. Have you missed it? Have you missed football still?
No.
I have missed Premier League football. Like
It's
weekly.
been gone too long.
It's been gone. Oh, so you just because it's gone so long, you just kind of just got.
What normally happens is I'm normally not asked about the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
Then I'll start watching the odd decent Super Sunday, and then I
Yeah.
get the bug for it. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
back in the
First
game.
Super Sunday's a good one, though.
So Newcastle, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be good, that, shouldn't it?
Yeah, both of them teams in utter disarray, if you ask
No.
me. But I'm sure we'll come on to that.
We will definitely come on to that. But it is football. Premier League predictions table. We always do one every year.
Yep. We do.
I always win. There's always a forfeit. What people don't do, but no forfeit this
Hey, I
year.
did the first forfeit.
Well, yeah, he lost the last one.
He
so.
did, yeah. I don't know what the forfeit was.
Me neither. I've got ADHD. I forgot. Anyway, should we start with that?
Yeah, what
Go
was
for
that
it.
with? Tables.
Premier League predictions tables. We'll have a break. We'll come back. Predictions tables. Let's go. Right, guys, welcome. Sorry, right, guys and girls. We have some female viewers, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Welcome back to the pod part 2, Premier League predictions tables. So, we're going to do Champions League spots. Champions League still 1 to 5 or 1 to 4? We'll do 1 to 4.
I mean, it's pretty guaranteed because of the system that it's 1 to 5 every year.
Should we do
we'll
1 to 5
we'll
then?
do 1
then
to 5 then.
6 to 10.
So
Yeah.
the top 5 we're going for.
Top 5. Go on then,
Yeah.
Christian. You start us off. Hit us with the top 5.
The top 5. Begrudgingly, I'm going for an Arsenal.
Is this in no particular order?
Yeah, no particular order, this table. I'm going to go for an Arsenal as champions again. I think they're going to retain it. I do think City will come second.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chelsea will come third. And I think Liverpool will come fourth this year.
What 5th?
Fifth, I've gone for Manchester United.
Okay.
So that's my top 5.
The only one I want to query really is what she thinking behind Chelsea.
Xabi Alonso as manager. I think they've...
Dick Ryder.
I do like Xabi Alonso. I mean, I wanted him at Liverpool when he was available.
Yeah, you did.
But I just think in terms of the market this year, they've had a different approach. I mean, they brought in some older heads, which might be able to stabilise the club a little bit internally. So the likes of John Henderson, your likes of Danny Welbeck up top. Bit of weird signings, but I think they will actually give a bit more stability to the club in terms of the structure and the playing structure.
What games? Based on Henderson's age and the fact that his legs are going, what games will he play in the middle of the park for Chelsea?
Carabao Cup.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah,
what
he
is
won't.
it?
He won't play a pivotal role, but it's a bit like him going to the World Cup. There's a reason why they did that.
Yeah.
He's clearly got something about him behind the scenes that enables other players to be better or have a supportive function, or he has something there, doesn't he? Clearly, because England used him in a similar role, and I think that's what Chelsea will use him in terms of that. He'll be part of the squad. He'll be there to develop the younger players because they've got a lot of young players, haven't they, Chelsea?
So basically, you're thinking it's the Alonso effect.
Yeah.
They are going to click in this season.
And it's a different strategy. And I think at times they started to. in last season. Obviously, Pam went missing last season as well. So if he gets back to some of the form he had the season before,
can you fit him and Morgan Rogers in to the same team?
Yeah,
easily,
100%. I think loads of clubs play these two 10s these days, don't they, and all that type of stuff. So yeah, obviously Morgan Rogers, massive signing for them as well. I just think they've got something different about him this year, and I do like the fact that Alonso's there. So
it's
I think
another
they will.
120 million though.
Yeah.
For a player that's really.
He's not elite, is he?
His stats are the best.
Good season.
No. But yeah, I think they will come third. And I think Liverpool will struggle this year again. And I think they'll come fourth. They'll be battling for that top four again, but it won't be easy.
Okay. Shall I go?
I'll go.
Okay.
Mine's exactly the same.
Exactly the same top 5?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Just run it through us again quickly.
Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United.
Cool.
Okay.
Exactly the same.
Do you know what I'll ask a question on?
Chelsea in third is a big shout.
I've got a different reason why they'll finish third though.
Before we go into that though, I want to ask around Man United because last couple of times we've done this, I've had United quite high. Obviously they did pretty well last year. What makes you now put them in that bracket of being higher? Because previously you've obviously slated that as a decision from me to put them higher. So what's changed?
Spurs can't make up that many places. Villa's squad's not big enough, and the rest of them aren't good enough.
So it's more of the other teams around them, not them as a club.
Man United are the best of the rest
that are in and around that sort of.
Yeah, they've done good business, which we'll talk about at some point when we do transfers. But they've done decent business. But
do you think Carrick's the right man?
No, absolutely not.
Do you think he'll have one of those things where he's obviously did well towards the end of last season? He might have a couple of good games at the start of this season, but then start to fade off. And
yeah, because the squad's not big enough for European football as well.
Yeah,
they can't handle European football, and they played 40 games last season.
Yeah,
they're going to be playing a hell of a lot more than that anyway. So their squad's not big enough. They've signed well, but teams like Villa, Newcastle, other teams like that, Spurs, they're just not good enough to close the gap and finish fifth. I don't think.
So what's your reasoning behind Chelsea that's different?
They've got no European football. They've got a massive squad. They've got 45 first-team players. They've got a massive squad. I know they can only have 25, but they've got no European football. They're playing once a week. Alonso's getting time on the training pitch. They are going to get better.
Yep.
So
yes, a fair point.
I can't see anyone but them getting that third or fourth.
I know pre-season's not a massive thing, but I think they've got some good results in pre-season, which again...
Oh, Chelsea?
Yeah, I think they've played some good games. They've got some good results, so...
Pre-season means utterly nothing, though, doesn't it?
I know, but you still take something from it, though.
Yeah.
I think.
Fitness, that's it. I think that's it. That's all it is.
Is it the Community Shield this weekend?
Yeah.
It is.
Who's in that?
Arsenal, Man City.
Be worth a watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Decent game.
Yeah.
Arsenal got some problems at the back, though. Saliba's out for a long time.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, and they've got Gabriel and then Mosquera, and that's it.
Calafiori.
He's not a centre-back, is he?
Finalised Hincapié, he can go there.
Yeah. That's why they're
put
trying
him
to
there.
get Conser, though, aren't they?
Yeah, the finalised, because he came on loan, Hincapié, didn't he?
Yeah.
And now they've spent 40 mil on him, haven't they, or something?
Yeah.
Go on, Chris.
Who's your top five, then?
What was with yours?
Top 5 is, I think, Arsenal retain the title. I think the only way that Arsenal won't retain the title comes down to one single man. And that is, if Erling Haaland scores 35, 40 goals, I think there'll be a title race. If Haaland doesn't fire at that level, I don't think there'll be a title race.
No.
I think Arsenal will be clear. I think they're too good. Their squad is now too strong.
Yeah.
Stability as well, isn't it? Obviously, a lot of...
And they've signed well.
Yeah.
They've quietly gone about their business, mate, and now they're looking good. So Arsenal to win the title. I've gone for City in second. I've gone for United in third. Man United in third. I've gone for Liverpool in fourth, and I've gone for Chelsea in fifth.
So we've all got the same top 5. You just switch Man United and Chelsea around.
I have because in previous seasons, similar to Bullis, I've had United down in 8th, 9th, 10th. For the last about 18 months now, Man United have been quietly very good in the transfer market, right? They've been good. They signed Mbeumo, who did well. Cunha did well.
Yeah.
So they've got a season under their belts. Yuri Tielemans is low-key quality.
Great signing, yeah.
He's not going to be a stat machine, but he will make that midfield fucking better.
He's taken the Casemiro role, hasn't he?
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes, we know he's on his day, can be fire all the time, he's consistent. I just think Carrick will continue to play that 4 at the back.
Yeah.
And I do think they'll do well. And I do think that... I nearly give away my breakout player in one of the other ones, but there's a player in their squad who I do think will break out and have a fucking amazing season.
I think we've got the same player, but we'll go through it in a minute.
So I do think United have had because they've been a shit show for a decade.
Yeah.
But the last 18 months, I just feel like they've got their act together.
Do you think that their back 4 is good enough and can stay injury free to play as many games as they're going to play? Because they're going to play minimum 50 games.
Yeah, but I do, like I say, I do think they've bolstered where they've needed to. They've got rid of a little bit of shit now as well. They've got a front three, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And that was
and when you got
massive
Bruno
for
in
them.
midfield who can create.
Amad's decent.
Yeah,
I like Amad.
I
It
do
looks
as
like
well.
Rashford's getting integrated back into the squad as well, whether he stays or
This is
not.
what I mean.
Amad's always looked good when he's played, hasn't he? Like he's
Yeah.
come in, he's always done a good job.
I think they're going to struggle if Šeško doesn't hit the ground running with goals.
He's the only one he's a problem for them.
He's the only one that's questionable for me. Like,
Because
he's not at Cunha and
where-
Mbuemo level. And
Not clinical enough for a
Where do you play Amad if you're playing Mbuemo off the right? And then you can't play Bruno's your 10. You can't play Cunha off the left because he's not fast enough. And if you play him as a 9, then Šeško's not going to play. So then who do you play off the left?
Couldn't you play Amad, Cunha and Mbuemo in some sort of fashion as a top 3? Cunha as a striker and then Amad and...
Then you've
Mbuemo.
paid 70 million for Šeško, you're not playing him?
Yeah, but they've obviously bought him because they wanted a striker, but he's just been shite, hasn't he? He has just been shite.
Well, I mean...
So
And
sometimes
then-
we
and
did
then
the same with Darwin Núñez, didn't we? We paid all that money for him, thinking we needed a striker to battle Haaland that time, and he was.
money's irrelevant nowadays.
Oh, of course it's, yes.
Like,
So-
what's going on with numbers is utterly irrelevant. Like,
Yeah.
who's paying 115 million for Morgan Rogers?
Yeah,
Like, you're
Madness.
not.
Crazy,
So
isn't it?
so numbers are now utterly irrelevant about how good a player is or how bad a player is.
Yeah.
Because a very below average player now can be going for 65, 70 million pound.
That's the thing, isn't
It's
it?
fucking wild.
Premier League teams are paying massively over the odds for players who are
Crazy.
just bang average.
And my only, I'll finish on Chelsea because obviously I've got them as low as 5th, and it's for the same reason that you've got them higher, which is I still look at their squad. It's too big. It's a bit of a mess. They don't know what their best team is, and I don't think they'll make it click. Whereas you obviously feel like they'll make it click. I can't see that squad clicking. They've got too much attitude and poor behaviour in that squad. By the way, we should not let fucking Enzo Fernandez back in the country.
No.
Should deport that cunt.
Yeah.
He should be booed out of every stadium until January.
Well, there's talk of him going to Man City, isn't there?
150
100
mil.
Horrible, mate.
20, 100,
He's,
whatever mil.
he's a horrible player, isn't he?
Horrible cunt.
He's just-
Caicedo's a horrible bastard as well.
Yeah.
Look, on paper, we've said this. Chelsea have got a very good squad and a very young squad.
My problem with them
I just think
is...
there's something rotten in that club.
Yeah, 100%.
My problem with them is their goalkeeper's terrible. Sanchez is a fucking shambles.
And going back to United, that Lamans did very, very well
He did. It was
for
solid.
United.
Solid.
Yeah, getting rid of Anano and putting him in.
I do think that
Stabilise
United are a bit of a dark horse to go on a bit of a run, but I think what is massive for City, if City are going to make it a title race, they need to keep Rodri, so they can't let him go to Real Madrid. So they need to. I don't know if they've already secured
No,
that. have
they've
they?
rejected another bid for him.
Right. So they need to keep Rodri, and their starting centre-back pairing, who was injured for most of last season, was Vardiol and Diaz. If they can keep them fit and Haaland's firing, you've got yourself a title race.
But where are you going to put Guehi? Guardiola's going to go
yeah,
left back, isn't he?
They don't care about rotating.
No, of course not.
So Gay will play games. Fucking
Yeah.
Vardiol and Diaz will play games.
Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Right, guys, so that's the top 5 wrapped up. Christian, start us from 6. We'll go from 6 to 10.
Right. So, let's see what you think about this. So, 6th, I've got Villa. And I know you probably have something to ask about that. My 7th, I've gone for Spurs.
Okay.
Okay. I'll talk to you about that as well, because I'm sure that's going to raise some eyebrows. 8th, I've got Newcastle. We're going to have 10th, did you say?
Yep.
9th, Brighton. 10th, Everton.
Okay. Good stuff. I mean, Newcastle for me sticks out there. Last season they finished 15th, 16th, and if anything, they are miles weaker than what
I
they
think
were.
I think they were 12th last season, but yeah, you're right.
A couple
miles
of wins
weak,
at the end
yeah.
of the season. But what's you thinking behind Newcastle doing better?
Again, I think that middle bracket of clubs,
blanket.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways they could go down a couple, they could go up a couple. There's things that can happen around there. So when we go into like 11th to whatever,
Yeah,
there's probably a couple of them that could quite easily go up a couple of spaces as well. So I get it. Newcastle lost their manager, changed the manager, lost a lot of key players. Don't look to be doing too much in the transfer market. But I still think they've got enough at the club to be able to give them a sort of a mid-table, mid-table finish.
Let's
I
break
don't.
that down, mate. You've lost Guimaraes, you've
Gordon.
lost Tenali, and you've lost Gordon. Fair enough, you've lost Trippier, but like your team's been decimated from the one that won that Carabao Cup.
Mhm.
Decimated.
Yeah,
The-
obviously
they're
lost
bringing-
Isak the year before.
Lost Isak. They're bringing bits in, but nowhere near that caliber.
No.
Like,
No.
what is going on at that club? That's wild. I'd put them in disarray.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as that, but I do think, obviously, like you say, they need to start signing some more players, some more established players.
And
Because
that's
at the
the
minute they're signing players that no one's heard of. They've
There's
got
still
a manager
3
no one's
weeks
heard
left
of.
as well. We've
Yeah.
gone early with this.
Yeah.
Because 3 weeks, someone could sign 2 or 3 players and change the whole game.
But let's face it, Newcastle are playing Football Manager where they're thinking, we're going to sign some potential wonder kids to try and sell them on for big money in the future. That's what they're doing. Because you don't sell Tenali for 100 million is crazy money.
But what is going on? Because they're on paper, they're the richest club in the world.
Just can't
But-
spend it, can they?
But why though?
But
Like,
every
I
other
don't
club can.
understand.
Well, they can't because
They have no turnover.
they've got no turnover.
They make no turnover.
And Chelsea shouldn't be allowed to spend it either, but they get away with it because Strasbourg will buy them, and then they buy them off themselves. But that's Chelsea. They're fucking weird.
All right, Bull. What's yours? 6 to 10.
6 and 7, the same. Villa and Spurs. Forest 8th, Bournemouth 9th, Everton 10th.
Forest.
Yep.
How?
Glasner,
Yeah.
great get for them because he is an upgrade to what they had. They've still got Gibbs White. They've still got Murillo, Milenkovic. They've signed Diamande, centre-back, who's fucking class. And I just think the way that Glasner plays and the way that he'll get them playing, they'll push for Europe this season.
Is his Forest in 8th worse than my shout for Brentford last year in 7th?
No.
Because
I don't.
Because Forest have got Europe. They're in the Europa League semi-final last season, and they've had an upgrade.
it's a big shout, I think. I think it's another club that are just, that owner is just a little bit rotten.
Yeah, he's wild, isn't he? But
Yeah.
then again,
If Glasner loses, let's say
was gonna say-
Glasner will lose his 6 of his first 8.
Yeah,
He'll be gone.
says,
Well, of course
who
it will,
says
yeah,
Glasner's
yeah,
going to
of course it will,
stay
yeah.
there after half a season?
but yeah, I thought you'd have picked up Bournemouth more than anything else. But
Where he got Bournemouth in.
9th,
Mhm.
again, another new manager, Marco Rosa.
Lost a lot of players again, haven't
Yeah,
they?
but they always fucking
They're like-
regurgitate
they're like
new
Brighton.
talent.
Them
Yeah.
and Brighton, they're the teams that you think doesn't really matter.
There's very solid Prem clubs, them two,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Brighton and
But
Bournemouth.
you say they've lost players. They've just signed a fucking Champions League defender from Benfica for 20 million quid.
Great.
And they'll do exactly what they did with that Zabani and sell him for 70 million in 18 months' time.
The thing
'Cause
is,
that's
They
just
do
what
do
they
good
do.
business.
Champions League football for Benfica. Come on, it's Benfica.
Aren't they in Europe? Bournemouth, by the way. Or did
Maybe
they
are
miss
next
out?
season? Yeah, they are, aren't they? I don't know.
Okay, maybe in the Conference League if they are.
Maybe.
Yeah, so
I can't remember where they
I've
finished.
gone for Villa 6th, Spurs 7th. I do think we'll see a huge bounce back from Tottenham.
Have to. We'll go to that in a minute.
So I've
into
put
that.
Tottenham up in 7th, back up from 16th last season.
So our top 7's the same, isn't it? At the minute.
No,
Yeah,
oh, teams
in
are,
terms of
but
teams,
not
yeah,
owners, just based on that conversation we've just had, I've got Brighton 8th, Bournemouth 9th, very solid Prem teams, always do well, and then I've got Fulham in 10th. Because Fulham always do well. Every season we go, oh, Fulham ain't done a lot, or Fulham could be in trouble this year, and then they fucking finish solidly without any bother whatsoever. It's a weird club, that. So I've got Fulham in 10th.
Let's talk about Spurs then. Why have you got Spurs in 7th? I mean, we've all got them in 7th, but why?
I like De Zerbi. I like
Right.
De Zerbi football. And he's buying the players for his style of football. And they've clearly changed their strategy, which is let's fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Like, let's buy big, let's spray money around, let's try and fucking jump 10 places. And and I think they'll find a way.
They've just sold Romero, aren't they? Or in the process of selling Romero to
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
He's a liability anyway.
Yeah, but they've got Senesi, didn't they? They got Van Heck.
Senesi's a great. Didn't they get him on free?
Yeah. So
What
they've
a
got
player.
two quality centre backs there. Obviously, Tonali and Fernandes.
I mean, that's not to mention Van der Ven.
Mm-hmm.
and Van der Ven. Yeah.
My problem with them is where are the goals coming from? Because
Kane,
yeah,
Just give it to Son.
Clive Allen.
Klinsmann.
Kudus ain't going to be fit until 2027. Madison's got 2 rubber knees.
Is Kulusevski back yet? Because he was injured for all last season, wasn't he?
He's not fully back yet. He's in training.
And they've got
apparently.
Matthias Tel still, haven't they?
So
Yeah, but I think again he could be a player that could.
yeah, but then
He could be
who else have they got?
And Jed Spence gone to Inter Milan.
apparently 30 million.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
That's mad. That because they struggled to
as
bloody
well. 30 million.
get rid of him.
When you think about what money players are going for, and they're selling Spence for 30 million quid.
You think he'd go for double that because he had
Yeah.
a couple of decent games at the World Cup.
You'd
What?
think a Premier League team would have been for him.
I think Spurs will probably be in the market the next 3 weeks for someone like you say though, someone who's a goal scorer. Because you're right, they've not got a striker. They've got Solanke, haven't they? They've got Richarlison.
Can't
They've
rely
got
on-
players that play in that top line but are not great.
You can't rely on him.
No.
Javi
So I think
Javi
they will.
Simmons, they paid 60 million quid for him. He's done next to nothing, and he's out until Christmas. You can't rely on these players. And
Well-
they've overstacked in the midfield. They don't need him, and then they haven't bought any forwards in
Still
Why have
time,
you got
though.
him at 7th then? You just obliterated him.
because the same with Chelsea. They've got no European football. They have strengthened the squad. It's a massive upgrade on what they had. They can't get any worse. So when you've got when you've got defenders like that and midfielders like Tonali, Fernandes, even players like Gallagher and Papsar, they can't get any worse than that. They have to get better, and I just think based on that, they are going to finish there.
Do 11th to 17th then, so we leave the bottom 3.
Go on, then.
Yeah.
Go on, Christian. 11 to 17.
So I've got Brentford, Forest, Bournemouth as the next 3.
Mm-hmm.
Fulham, Palace, United, Sunderland,
United.
Leeds United.
Oh.
Sorry, should have said that.
Okay.
Leeds United, Sunderland. Yeah.
I've got Brentford, Brighton, Leeds, Newcastle 14th, Sunderland 15th, Palace 16th, and Hull City 17th.
Hull City 17th.
Is
Yeah.
that from the heart though?
Of course it is.
It's not. You
No.
don't truly believe they're gonna.
Yeah, I do.
They're the weakest squad on paper, and,
No.
out of those teams coming up, they're the only team that have decided not to go, fuck this, well, let's spray 100 million, because they've
Yeah,
got
but
no money.
That's what they've done.
They haven't bought no one.
Well, they have.
Who?
They spent 20 million quid on a keeper. They've just bought a centre back for 20 odd million quid.
No names.
Yep.
Never heard of him.
Who have Ipswich bought?
Never heard of him.
You don't have to.
Of course I do.
No, you don't. Well, just because you aren't heard of them, they aren't any good.
If they're not buying
Are you heard of
players
Victor?
like...
Did you hear of Victor Munoz before we bought him?
Yeah, did you?
All right. How was it? Was he good?
Andy Robertson. I've heard of him.
That's what we
What's
say about
that?
Spurs actually. Great
Yeah.
signing.
Mm-hmm.
Great signing for them.
I genuinely think Hull City will stay up because the manager's got something extra about him that Frank Lampard doesn't have and Gary O'Neill doesn't have. And the squad is better on paper than people give it credit for.
Why did they... But they finished like 25 points behind the other two in the Championship.
So?
And I know that can look at Sunderland last year.
Exactly, yeah.
But Sunderland went out and spent on established Premier League level, like, fair enough they were getting on, but established, well-known names, whereas City have done nothing. They bought a couple of fucking people where their fucking surnames are fucking... They're playing Turkey and their fucking surnames are
But
Wi-Fi code.
But if... Who's going to want to come to Hull City? If you're an established name, you're not going to want to come to Hull City. They're not.
Depends what you're at in your career,
what
doesn't
I
it?
mean is,
Granit Xhaka...
They could have gone out and done the whole, right, let's buy 30, 31s, 32, 33-year-olds that have played 50, 100 Prem games in the past for other teams
Yeah.
and take that approach, bring in some pure experience, get them for 6 million here, 8 million there. You know the type of players I'm
Yeah.
talking about, don't
Yeah.
you? They could have took that approach, but they haven't.
Who's to say they're not going to do that? They've still, like you said, there's still 3 weeks left in the window.
They need to do that.
They've got, Jack Button's got over 200 games in the Premier League. So they've got him. He's got experience.
Jack Butland, I thought he was dead.
Well, then they're not. They stand full City.
I mean, that is a good buy. That is a good buy, Jack Butland. But
They've-
I think they need to do more. Like I agree with Chris.
They're going to do.
Me,
They'll do more.
you come up, you buy established players, you buy the older generation, and you hope that keeps you in there, so you can then start to build a bit more of a quality team. But I just don't think they'll have enough. I think it'll be another. Well, we're not going into that yet. But
We'll see.
So my 11 to 17 is 11th Everton, 12th Brentford, 13th Newcastle, 14th Leeds, 15th Sunderland, 16th Palace, and Forest 17th to narrowly avoid the drop.
wow, what's happened to your
Wow.
beloved Brentford?
I was going to say, Dick riding them anymore.
I proved my
Cut
point
them loose
last
now.
season.
It's
I
because
proved my point.
it's because he didn't know they've signed.
I proved my point last season. I'm not doing it again.
So, who are your three to go down then?
So my 3 to go down is Coventry, Ipswich, Hull, in that order.
So all the promoted.
Yeah,
Yours
I
the
think
same.
it's.
Ipswich, Coventry, Hull.
I think it's 3 up, 3 down
I've got
this year.
18th Fulham, Coventry, and then Ipswich.
Fulham to go down.
They're a car crash, mate. They're an absolute car crash. Arbeloa will honestly be lucky to see Christmas.
That's mad. That I didn't even see that happen at one point. I didn't realise he'd gone.
Where's
to Fulham.
Marco Silva?
Gone to Benfica.
I say, why? Why has he took a step down to Benfica? Because it's got Champions League.
Yeah,
And they've got better players. And they've got more money.
it is
But
mad,
then-
though.
They've lost Jimenez, who was arguably their best striker. They've lost Harry Wilson to Leeds on a free. And they're bringing in little fucking Real Madrid nobodies who no one's heard of because Arbeloa was there for a cup of coffee as a caretaker coach.
It's mad that he can be caretaker coach at Madrid and then come and manage Fulham.
That's what I mean.
You got Palacios and Garcia at Real Madrid. Really decent youngsters, mate, that he's got. They're good.
Premier League proven. Played 50 games in the Prem.
No, but
Well,
they're
there you
not
go
a
then.
newly promoted side, Fulham. They're established. They've got established Prem players around them.
But
Mm.
they haven't, though. I know they've got Premier League players around them, but who have they got that stands out where you think, game changer?
Let's have a look.
I don't know the squad. Like I said, the thing is with Fulham is the benefit of having an established Premier League side. They'll do enough. They'll be mid-table obscurity.
And it's going to go one or two ways for them. It'll either go south, where they'll end up in the bottom three and get relegated, or it'll go the way you've just mentioned, and they'll find a way somehow to fumble the way through the season and finish anywhere between 10th and 15th, and no one will give a shit because no one cares about them.
They've still got some standout players that you would like. You know, Kenny Tete, Calvin Bassey.
Kenny Tete, you could have hit me with any fucking name on that squad list, and you decided to go first off with Kenny
It's the
Tete.
first one on the list.
I mean, Bernd Leno's the first on the list.
Yeah, but goalkeepers are relevant out there. You got Castagne, you got Josh King, Anthony Robinson. They're all
I mean,
decent players.
no, I haven't.
You got Oscar Bob,
Oscar
Ryan
Bob.
Sessegnon,
Oscar
Emile
Bob.
Smith Rowe,
Oscar Bob is so good. Man City got rid of him.
Rodrigo Muniz.
Smith Rowe's so good. Arsenal got rid of him.
I mean, they've got a guy up top called Kevin. I mean, he must be good. He's called Kevin.
Is that De Bruyne's brother?
His first name's De Bruyne, last name
Yeah.
Kevin. So yeah, I don't think they're not too dissimilar, are they? Really?
Nah.
I think that's the most similar they've been since we started doing them.
Yeah, probably.
So Liverpool to win the league, yeah.
No.
I think we've all established it's Arsenal, mate. Right, that wraps up the Premier League predictions. Shall we move on to the future awards?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right, catch you in a bit. Right, guys, welcome back. So we've got a couple of topics just to talk about. So I'll run you through the categories and then we'll get through these. So we've got players to watch, or players to watch. Top goal scorer, most assists, breakout season, young player of the year, biggest team surprise, biggest manager flop, best transfer. So, Chris, do you want to start us off with player to watch?
Yeah, my player to watch this season is Florian Wirtz. And I'll tell you why.
Please do.
I'll tell you for why.
He's going to get played in the number 10 position for Iraola, right? He didn't really get played there. They didn't really find a place for him, right? We all know he's absolutely quality on the ball. He's had that fair season sort of let's get used to English football.
Yeah.
But play him in a natural 10 position. Have him not having to do all the legwork in midfield. And I think you need to watch him. I think he'll fly.
He feeds Isak, doesn't he?
I think he'll fly.
Yeah.
I think he's a
Can't
big...
disagree with that.
Keep an eye on him.
I've got two. Florian Wirtz was one of them.
You can't have two. You got to go with one. One to watch. It says not two to watch.
Well, I'll say my second. I'll say my second one because Florian Wirtz already been said. Morgan Gibbs-White.
I love Morgan Gibbs-White. Why did he ever sign that extension?
No.
I don't know.
He was class.
It was class last season. Should have gone to the World Cup. I think he could have another season where, under Glasner, plays him behind the striker. He'll get goals. He'll get assists, and I think he'll get a fucking monster move next summer.
That's if fucking the gangster owner done all the guns.
Yeah.
Signed an
And
extension.
send him to Olympiacos.
That was like a hostage video. That they did.
Horrendous, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So bad.
so
bad.
bad.
If I was in that club, I'd want out as soon as possible with
Course.
him in charge. My one to watch is he's actually an established Premier League player, but lost his way a bit last year. I've gone for Phil Foden
That's interesting.
Fair, yeah.
He
I
needs
think-
to crack on now. We've
Yeah,
been
he does.
saying this now.
He does.
because he was really good, and last season didn't get played a lot. Seemed to lose his way a little bit. Didn't get the England squad, but I think under
Maresca
new,
like him.
I think under new gaffer, if I was him, I'd be fucking busting a gut. And I think he
Well,
could have another.
If he's gonna
Come back to what he
play
does.
three behind Haaland, Foden's got to be a 10.
Yeah.
And then you have Semenyo one side and then Doku the other side.
Technically, he's unbelievable, isn't he, in terms of his what he can do with his feet. Like,
Is the best midfielder on the half 10 in the Prem.
Yeah.
And that can kill a midfield stone dead. You know where you get between the lines and then you take
Yeah.
it on the half 10 and you're at the defence.
100%.
Gravenberch does
Best.
it. Gravenberch does it deeper, but he does
Deeper,
it towards.
yeah, Gravenberch is deeper.
But but I think he could be one that kicks on again this season.
There must have been something where Guardiola thought, "Don't like you."
Yeah, but he did like him before, didn't he? Like he was an established player. He played
Maybe it
loads
was,
of games, and
I
last
don't
he's
know,
just
Work ethic.
attitude, work
Yeah,
ethic.
something
you
happened.
know.
Something must have happened.
Yeah.
Right then, top goal scorer. I think it's pretty obvious. Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland.
Machine,
Yeah.
machine, mate.
Easy,
Machine.
easy that one.
I do think Isak will do 20 goals though.
Yeah.
If he stays fit.
Do you think there's another player where you think might be a bit of a surprise to get to around 15, 20? I'm interested to see how Igor Thiago goes again.
Yeah.
Because he got 20 last season with Brentford, and you're thinking, can he do the same again?
I just think we've all got Spurs 7th. In order for that to happen, then Solanke needs to bank
Solanke needs-
15
yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your striker needs to bank
I just
15
don't think
plus.
there's that
Agreed.
many decent strikers in the world
No,
football.
there's a real
at the minute,
shortage.
Yeah.
let alone the Premier League.
No. Christian most assists then. Who have
I've
you
gone
got?
for Bruno Fernandes again.
Okay. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
Verts.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. I've got Cole Palmer.
Yeah, another good shout.
he's another one that's a bit like Phil Foden. Needs to kick on this year. Last year was a bit
Again,
hit and miss,
I mean,
wasn't
Chelsea were a mess last season, weren't they?
Yeah.
They just lost their way. He lost his way. Had a couple of injuries, but see how it goes.
he? Yeah. Solid
Under
picks.
Xabi Alonso. Chris, breakout season.
This was what I alluded to earlier when we were talking about tail predicts. I said I'd come back to it, and then somebody actually mentioned him. But breakout season for me this season is Ahmad.
Oh,
I
right.
think
I
he
thought you were
will
going somewhere
go
else.
from being quite a highly rated youngster to being he's a fucking player. That
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I've
He
always
is
liked
a
him when he's
player.
played.
Yeah, yeah.
He's always
fucking great.
He's
rapping, isn't he?
direct.
He's very
He's
good.
He's
fast,
so
he's
good on the
direct.
ball as well.
Yeah.
And he can finish from the
Yeah.
right. So I think watch him. I think he'll have his breakout season.
I hope they do
it
play
might
him regularly.
It might be 10 goals, 10 assists.
Yeah.
Consistently great all season. But I think he'll
He
be
ne-
a big part.
he
of,
needs
of
numbers
that
now,
United
doesn't he?
team. Yeah.
He needs numbers now.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go Kobe Mainu, to be fair.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah. Who have you got?
Similar to why Chris Adam is one to watch, I went for Florian Wirtz as a breakout. I think this year is where he'll kick on and have his. You'll start seeing the player that was at Leverkusen in terms of assists,
Yeah.
commanding presence on the game and stuff like that. I think this will be a season where he kicks on.
I think we're all fucking dying for that to work.
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
Yeah, like
Definitely,
please,
Yeah,
If
please
him and
work.
Isak can link up,
we? Yeah, please work both of you. Otherwise,
We
they would
could-
be the worst transfers.
we
in
might not
Oh,
be
history.
fourth, we
much,
might
yeah.
be second.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got Alex Scott from Bournemouth.
Good player.
Have you?
He's a fucking baller.
I thought he was-
He's a
I thought he was
great
left.
player.
I thought she presented match of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came out with
Fit
time.
she, isn't she? Yeah.
Do you know it's interesting to watch as well? How Elliot Anderson gets on at City.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
And how does that fit with Rodri and all that? If he stays,
Yeah.
I think Rodri's gone, mate.
do you reckon?
Yeah,
I do.
Off to Real.
If they're on about Enzo Fernandez.
Barcelona.
Barca.
Yeah,
Really?
and they're selling Reinders as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, they were never convinced with Pep Reinders, were they?
No. So they'll get that. You know that Moroccan kid, that Bouadi.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah,
get
World
him.
Cup.
Yeah.
I'm surprised more of them African players who did so well in the World Cup haven't been fucking
No,
snaggled.
snapped up. Yeah.
Mm.
Right then, young player of the season. I'll start. I've got Kobe Mainoo.
Very good.
Yeah, man's a mad again if he breaks out.
Yeah,
It's
I think Mainoo will have a very good season. Solid in that centre midfield for United.
Or you've got Nico O'Reilly or Oscar Bob at City.
Oscar Bob's at Fulham, mate.
Sorry. Let's move on. What's the guy?
Which one?
That's it.
There's a
Young
little
lad at
black
City?
kid, quite small, little midfielder at City.
That's a good quiz question.
Can't think.
We'll come back to that one.
Yeah, we'll
Come back to that one.
yeah.
Mine's a bit of left field or right field, but I've gone for Esteval,
Where's he going to play?
Chelsea, on the wing.
In front of,
I think he'll get games.
but in front of who? Because Palmer will play there. Unless he plays Palmer as a 10.
This is it. I reckon.
Well, it's always
Play
does
him
this
as
right.
10.
He says this like he's the fucking gaffer of that team.
I know,
And
yeah.
they're not
I'm-
going to play.
No, I'm
You're like,
asking.
If he plays well, he'll play.
No,
It's a
I'm sure-
performance-based business.
Well, I'm fully understand how it works, mate. Although sometimes it's not. I'm just asking, if Palmer plays on the right, where's Esteval going to play?
By the way, Rico Lewis.
Oh,
Lewis.
Rico Lewis. Yeah. He's a good player. I don't think he'll. Yeah, Esteval might not be a starter, but I think he'll come as an impact player as he always has done. But I think whenever he comes on, he seems to be electric. He seems to be direct. He seems to create a bit of havoc. So I think he'll get more game time and build into that squad a bit more.
Fair. Yeah.
But I think he's a good little player.
Player of the year then? Chris, who you got?
Player of the year. If Arsenal win the title, then I think it's going to be Declan Rice.
Nice.
Right.
I think he's going to end up being that. Who's the marquee player
Yeah.
at the title-winning team?
I think it'll be Erling Haaland. I think he'll have another season where he bags loads of goals
Do you?
and just be
I've
unplayable.
gone a bit left field with this one. I've got Semenyo.
Semenyo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Semenyo is going to feed Haaland a shit ton of goals, and he's going to get some himself, and he'll stand out.
Where
Right.
he play,
But City will just fall short.
who will play in front of?
That's his position.
What if Foden plays though?
Foden won't play. They'll play as a 10, surely.
What
Won't
if Rico Lewis plays up there?
Rico Lewis isn't a wide forward, is
what,
he?
what if he decides to play Donnarumma up there?
Then he's a fucking moron and he'll get sacked. Biggest team surprise?
Similar to what we said earlier, only based on the fact that where they end up last year, I've gone for Spurs from being relegation battle last year to 7th.
Yeah. The league give it away for me. 17th to 7th or whatever it is. 16th to 7th.
I've got Forest.
Yeah, I know you have. Clearly that is a surprise.
That is a big surprise. Yeah.
Biggest manager flop?
Glasner. Because I've got them to finish
Yeah,
17th, so therefore it has to be Glasner.
I know, and I've gone for somebody, and I've realised based on my league position, this might be a bit controversial, but I've gone for the Newcastle manager.
Believable. But where have they put him in your league?
8th.
If
So-
you finish there, he'll have done a
But
good
I don't
job.
think he'll be the one that finishes him there.
Right, I like that style.
So
So
he's
he'll be gone by Christmas.
He'll be gone early.
gone
They'll
by
bring someone else
Christmas.
in.
Eddie Howe comes back.
Yeah,
And then
they get 8th.
gets him a League Cup again and gets a statue.
Yeah.
I've got the Newcastle manager and Arbeloa because I had Fulham's go down.
Yeah, you think Fulham will have a shocker, don't
Oh
you?
yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
Best transfer.
I've taken a lot into account on this one. So I've gone for, in terms of the cost and everything like that and impact. And I've actually gone for Harry Wilson on a free to Leeds. I think that's going to be a quality
Fair,
transfer.
I mean, yeah.
Because he ain't cost him a penny.
And similar for that reason, they ain't cost him pennies, but he's actually a quality player. I've gone for Senesi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant
Yeah.
player.
Great
Yeah.
signing.
How'd you get him on a free? Did he run out of contract?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How no one else went in for him as well? Like,
You
Yeah.
think,
Liverpool, surely.
you think a
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
club goes
need
in
a
for him.
centre back. You're
Yeah.
losing Canate. Go for Senesi.
But big clubs often do that, right? And you
Yeah.
think, why?
Yeah.
But we go back to, they must see something in all
Yeah.
the stats where they're
Yeah.
like, that's not a Liverpool player.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And the thing is as well, who's to say that he doesn't want to live in London?
London's a massive draw. We've
Yeah.
said this massively.
Yeah.
Like, people would rather go to a shit show like Chelsea because
Yeah.
they live in London rather
Yeah,
than they
yeah.
would play in Manchester or Liverpool.
Yeah.
because they're shite northern towns. Cities.
Mine's not a transfer
offence.
in. Mine's a transfer out.
Go on then.
Christian Romero.
Best transfer out, yeah.
Best transfer out.
He's such an Atletico Madrid player, though.
He is,
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
he?
Like if you said,
Shit
what
house.
little shit house
Yeah.
where you go play at
Yeah.
Atletico?
Yeah.
Have they hung on to Diego Simeone, the coach? Have
Yeah.
they hung on to him?
Oh yeah. He'll
How
be
long's
there
he been
until
there
he's dead.
now?
I mean,
Like 15
years,
years.
yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. Something stupid.
Crazy.
Anything else, boys? Before we wrap it up.
Nope.
No.
All good.
Nice one. That wraps it up. Catch you on the next one. Peace.